Okay, I think this one's better. Hey team, how's everybody going out there? How's everybody doing out there on this Saturday morning? Hopefully you'll be able to watch this video. Maybe you want to tag some of your team members in this video later on. But I just want to share with you guys for a little while about some fundamentals that's going to help your business grow and duplicate. Okay, and so we should take the teamworldchangers.com website. And everything you need to know about your helo, everything you need to know about your helo is on the teamworldchangers.com site. We also have a great customer service department that's in place as well. Okay, and we also have a frequently asked questions section that's in place as well. And so I'm sending this message because to grow this type of business, you want to spend 90% of your time on getting people to look at the video. Better yet, 98% of your time of getting people to look at the video. There's not a lot of training involved. There's really no hand holding involved, which I'm ecstatic about. I've been in this industry for 16 years, and so many times you have to do these extensive trainings and so on and so forth. That's not the case here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, do I encourage people, and while you're building your business, and this should be anybody, not just people in network marketing, engage in personal development. Read some books, get some mentors, listen to audios, because you'll make a lot of money. We want to make sure that your mindset stays caught up with your money. Because if your mindset doesn't stay caught up with your money, the faster you make the money, the faster you're going to lose it. Okay, I want you guys to know that. And so I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things today. So I've talked to some folks who reached out to me and they said, hey man, what do I need to do to get my team to duplicate? Well, it's very simple here, guys. It's very simple. I can't make this any simpler. Teach people to focus on getting the 2-minute video out to people. This video is fascinating. And I always use this example. If you're saying, well, I don't know anybody to reach out to, here's a question. Look at your phone book. I want you guys to listen to me on this. Look at your phone book in your phone. And some of you have 500, 600, 5,000 people. How many people in your phone book and your phone have reached out to you about World Global Network? The answer is probably 1. What does that mean? This is simple logic. It means everybody in your database, in your phone, they don't know about World Global Network. So now it's your job to reach out to them. That's simple enough. That's a great opportunity for all you guys. So, folks are calling me saying, well, I need help. And these aren't people who are new to it. If you're new to the industry, I get it. If you're new to the industry, trust me, I get it. Trust me. And here's the deal, even being new to the industry, okay? This is a simple business. So everyone keep this in perspective. This is all we do. We send out a 2-minute video. 2 minutes. Some people will watch the 7-minute overview, which is currently being switched to a 5-minute, which I'm excited. Okay. Some people watch the 5 minutes. Some people might even watch the 13-minute compensation plan. That's fine. But we send out a 2-minute commercial. We follow up on people to say, hey, what'd you think? What's your opinion? People who are real sharp, they reach out to you first. Let me help you guys with something. Okay, when you're sending out that video, when you really land on someone who gets it, who's real sharp, they're going to call you first. They're going to reach out to you and be like, man, this thing is incredible. I'm telling you what happens, okay? So some of you are sending the video out to folks, and they're not calling you right back. They may not be a hot prospect just yet. And I know people are busy too, but busy folks see this. People with money, they see this too. So when they get that video, if they're ready to do something, they're going to call you right back or get back to you as soon as possible. If they're not ready to do something, you need to follow up with them. Hey, man, did you see the video, so on and so forth? And once they say yes, if they have any questions, don't go into question-answer mode, guys. I don't do it. They have questions like, you know what, phenomenal. I'm going to invite you to a private webinar at 1 o'clock or 9 o'clock, whenever the webinar is going to take place. That's what I do. People's like, how are you recruiting so many people? I don't answer a lot of questions. I'm not answering the question. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a technical guy like Antonio DeRosa. I'm none of that, guys. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I didn't put the helo together. Can't take it apart, okay? I don't answer questions. I allow the webinar to answer questions. So when I send somebody to link, they're like, oh man, this is hot. Let's get ready to enroll right then and buy a device. You know what I do? I answer how to enroll and get a device. But other than that, guys, I push them to the webinar. Because during the webinar, all their questions would be answered. And then after the webinar, it's either they want to buy a device and join the business or not. That's it. You don't have to go into this elaborate discussion. So after someone watches the webinar, I say, great, you're buying the one device, you're buying the family pack for your family. That's my only question. Hey, you're getting the one device, you're buying the family pack for your family. You ready to rock and roll and start making some money by being a customer? Those are the questions that I'm asking. Some of you guys may be asking some very in-depth questions, and maybe you're trying to explain and oversell this thing. I'm mums the word. I'm being honest with you guys. I'm mums the word. Now, I know a lot about World. I know a lot about World Global Network. I know a lot about the Hilo. Okay? I know a lot about the training. But I don't say diddly. I'm telling you. On my Facebook videos. And some of you guys, I encourage you to start making some Facebook videos. Just be real. Just have a real conversation with folks about your great experience with World Global Network. Maybe about your experiences in the past with other companies, but now you're excited to be with World Global Network. Trust me. Just today, and she just joined us, and she's a phenomenal young lady, and I can't wait to work with her and her husband. Her name is Stephanie Woods. So Stephanie reached out to me yesterday, and she said this, and I won't go into in-depth who she spoke to, but she said, look, I called 3 other top leaders in World Global Network. This is what she said to me. She said, I called them, I talked to them, she did her interview process with them. Then out of nowhere, I was out yesterday. I get an email, and it says, Stephanie Wood just enrolled with you. I didn't know she enrolled with me. Then she inboxed me on Facebook. I was like, okay. And this is typical what happens. I was like, okay, somebody else just enrolled. And so she inboxed me on Facebook. She said, can we talk? Absolutely. I got back to her right away, sent her my number. We talked, we game planned, and we're going to launch her business on Sunday. Right now, she's brand new. She doesn't know anything about World. So when she and I got on the phone, I added her to the page. I tagged her in the game plan. This is all I do with new people. Some of y'all are going into too much work with new people. I tagged her in the game plan. I said, hey, Stephanie, read through the game plan. I tagged her in a text message to send out. I said, send this out to all your friends, okay, as many as you can, and then you and I are going to do a launch on Sunday. At Sunday at a specific time, we're going to do a launch video where I'm going to speak to her and all of her friends that were intrigued by the 2-minute video. So all Stephanie did, she's brand new. She just started less than 24 hours ago. She read through the game plan. I tagged her in the text message that we send out so she knows what to send out. Her friends are getting back to her, and she's inviting them to a private webinar, a launch webinar. Real simple, guys. And she's going to have a lot of people join her. That's it. That's it. And then she's going to teach her people to do the same. And what is her team going to do? They're going to use the webinars that take place every day, because I don't do a lot of private webinars. I'm letting you guys know that right now. Okay? I encourage you, get with your upline. Everybody, you guys can do your private webinars. I do not do a lot of them. I pretty much do them for brand new people who've come on board that I directly sponsor. I'm just letting you guys know that. So I don't do a lot of private webinars. Okay, being honest with you. So here's the deal: get with the person who invites you out. You guys download a Zoom link or use the webinar platform that World offers. It doesn't matter. Okay, but when a brand new person comes on board, tag them in the game plan. Tag them in it so they'll know. Or email them the game plan. Download it. Be ready to email it. Have it saved on your phone or on your computer. Get them the game plan. Because in the game plan, it lets them know to go to teamworldchangers.com so they can watch the videos there. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing else that you need to say to a brand new person other than what's on teamworldchangers.com. And I'm giving this video because some of you guys are doing too much. I'm not doing half the stuff y'all doing. I'm telling you. My wife, she said, it just seems like you're lazy in this business. No, I'm not. I'm smart in this business because I'm not going to complicate this thing. See, my wife remembers the way I had to work in the other 2 businesses. Oh, my God. My phone rang constantly. I was always doing a whole bunch of 3-way calls. I rarely do 3-way calls here now unless it's a top leader, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be real honest with you. You expose your cousin. And not to take away from this, because I used to work there. So you expose your cousin who works for McDonald's. Okay, I'm just giving an example. Okay, after your cousin gets on the webinar, there's no questions that your cousin should have except for, what do I need to join? You don't got to get your cousin on the phone with a leader so the leader could close them. You don't have to do that. What else can a leader say to him that the webinar didn't say? Now, you're going to get some top leaders you're going to bring on board, some heavy hitters. As Jeremy Roma said, that's our job. Get us on the phone with your heavy hitters so we can help them strategize. People with influence, your pastors, your people with a lot of influence, so we can help them strategize and launch them. But everybody's not launchable. Everybody's not launchable. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. Everybody's not launchable. Okay, Stephanie Woods, I did a little bit of interviewing myself, found out a little bit about her background, her influence, what she's done in life. She's launchable. But everybody's not launchable. It is what it is. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. The average person is just going to have to make sure that they do this. Send their friends the video, get them on a webinar. Send their friends the video, get them on heloworld.us. Send their friends the video, get them on heloworld.us. Send their friends the video, get them on heloworld.us. And keep teaching people to do that. And your business is going to grow, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to grow like wildfire. Remember, we get to harness the power of technology. This business is not that hard. Actually, it's the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. Okay? The biggest thing here's the biggest thing. Well, with us, when we first started, we just didn't have any customer service. Now we all have customer service now, which is good. I didn't need customer service. I'm going to be honest with you. We done made close to $200,000 without customer service. I didn't need a customer service to first. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. I was customer service. You know, Jeremy Roma and I and Jeff and Lisa Giamova, we all learned how to manage expectations. You know, it is what it is. You know, Chris Oliver is a brand new president with us. Brand new president out the gate. Okay, he didn't need any customer service either. I'm not saying that customer service isn't valuable. I'm not taking away from it. You know, this month, my wife and I will do over 60 grand this month. I didn't call customer service one time this month, and I'm not calling them. I don't have any need to call them. I know that the company said that they're going to be mailing the devices out in March. Great. I don't care if they mail on March 31st. I'm telling you. Do you know that, you know, when I joined the company gave us a device, right? When I joined, okay, it was a different time. It was back in September. It was nobody in the States. So they gave like 4 of us devices, okay? But other than that, I ordered a device for my wife. It took, and it's okay, and I don't care. This is just our story. It took like a month and a half for my wife to get her device. That was back then. Do you know that there are people on my team who went diamond? Jansen Cross, you know, in Bermuda, went diamond before I even think he got his device. Dr. Frank, okay, was the first diamond on our team before Jeremy Roma and I. And it took Dr. Frank like 3 weeks to a month to get his device. But he went diamond before he even got his device in his hands. Ladies and gentlemen, all you got to do, get people that 2-minute commercial, get them on a webinar. Get people that 2-minute commercial, get them on a webinar. Get people that 2-minute commercial, get them on a webinar. Get people that 2-minute commercial, get them on a webinar. I'm telling you. That's all you need to do. Now, I would not, and I always talk about this, I would not give people YouTube information. Because when they go to YouTube, so watch this. Here's a case in point. So Stephanie Woods, she did some, this is important now. She did some research, and she's one of the many. I've given this story before, guys. She's not this is not an isolated incident. I've given this story before. So she learned on YouTube. She saw some other leaders, so on and so forth. She reached out to me. If you're sending your prospects to YouTube, they're going to find a Chad. They're going to find a Jeremy Roma. They're going to find a Mike Sims. They're going to find a Ramasio Fulcher. They're going to find a Natita. I'm telling you. They're going to find me, and they're going to call us and sign up with us. So when I say send a 2-minute commercial, you should have your own personalized site. My site is rg.helo.life. rg.helo.life. I send people my commercial, my site, where it's concentrated. I'm not sending them to YouTube. You guys get it? So I send them my commercial. They're intrigued. I get them on a webinar. I send them my commercial. They're intrigued. I get them on a webinar. I send them my commercial. They're intrigued. I get them on a webinar. If I send them a commercial and they don't call me back, most of the time, before I have my own personalized site, You know what I did? I called them. Yo, did you see the commercial? And I wasn't a jerk about it. But like, hey, did you see the commercial? Oh, yeah. I've been meaning to get back to you. Great. Let me schedule you for a private webinar. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, if we focus on 90% of your efforts, 98% of your efforts should be focused on getting people to look at that intriguing video. Now, when new people come on board, they want to know how to use their back office. Guess what? Their videos on helo.life. When my team members call me, how do I set up my commission? Not helo.life, teamworldchangers.com. And before, we didn't have a teamworldchangers.com. Okay? I'm being honest with you guys. So I would tell them, post that question on the team's page. Somebody will answer it. But now, someone calls me, how do I set up my loyalty plan? teamworldchangers.com. I don't know. You name a question. Okay? What's the dual team? How do I see my team? teamworldchangers.com. That's Rabu Gary's answer. Some of you on my team, you know what I'm talking about. I know y'all probably like, man, he get on my damn nerves. Every time I ask him a question, it's teamworldchangers.com. Exactly. Because I want you to be independent and I want this to grow away from you. See, what happens, a lot of times, some of you get, your business is just drawn up to you. You the man, you the woman. Everybody's listening to everything you say because you're so involved. You got your hands wrapped around your team. My team. You got your hands so wrapped around your team. And that's what will happen. Your team will only grow as much as you can hold it around within your arms. With me, my team is growing away from me. You want your team to grow away from you. I have thousands of folks on my team. And my phone doesn't ring. Unless it's something, unless they want me to talk to a top leader or something like that, ladies and gentlemen. My team is growing away from me. Now, if it's something important, you guys know what important is, But if it's important, reach out. But most of your questions can be, when someone inboxes me and they ask me a question, where do I get the marketing materials from? TeamWorldChange.com. It tells you where to get the marketing materials from. I swear to God, y'all. I give them the link. Or you can go to worldgmmarketing.com. I'm just being honest with you. You know why? Because I need my time. Guess what Rabu Gary does with his time? He spends 90+% of his time getting new eyeballs to see the video, then getting them on the webinar. Getting new eyeballs to see the video, then getting them on the webinar. Folks say, how'd you recruit 200 and some people? Getting new eyeballs to see the video and getting them on the webinar. Some of you are going to go do one-on-one sit-downs. We have an incredible brochure now. Okay, I ordered some of my darn self. We have an incredible brochure, and it's phenomenal. You can literally sit down with someone if you choose to. That's if it's your choice. You can literally sit down with someone and go through the specs on there, and they'll buy the device because it's amazing. But you don't even have to get involved with all that selling stuff. But they're phenomenal brochures. That's something you choose to do. Okay? But for the most part, get those eyes looking at that 2-minute video, get them on the webinar. 2-minute video, get them on the webinar. I know I sound like a broken record, but it works. We don't have to get a license here. We don't have to learn all this stuff here. It's so easy, y'all. But some of us are spending too much time in management mode. And so just listen to me. Listen to me. Get those videos out there. Follow up with those folks on those videos. Get them on a webinar. Get those videos out there. Follow up with those folks on the videos. Get them on a webinar. Jeremy Roma said, don't spend any time on resistance. I'm going to tell you, when people normally start asking y'all questions, it's because they don't have money. That's right, I said it. People start asking them in-depth questions. Well, does the device do such and such? They weren't paying attention to the webinar, and basically they're broke. This has been my experience for 16 years in network marketing. When people start asking those questions, those doubtful questions, they just don't have no damn money. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And don't think that everybody has cash, because Bank of America statistic comes out every year. Unfortunately, in the United States, the average household doesn't have $1,000 sitting in their savings account. Okay, I was there before, so I know. But the average household doesn't have $1,000 sitting in their bank account. And this is not being judgmental, because some people are where they are. For an example, you bring some people on board, they can't afford the family pack. It is what it is. That Bank of America statistics not wrong. They can't afford the family pack. But then you're going to get some people who start asking these negative questions, start asking all these hard technical questions. Same person who go buy a Fitbit and then ask all these questions about Fitbit. Okay, I'm just telling you like it is. Because they're broke. Or maybe negative. That's what it is, y'all. They're not asking you these questions so they could do their due diligence. Toshiba did their due diligence for them. The webinar did their due diligence for them. I'm helping some of y'all out. So when y'all get those crazy questions from folks, and now there's some okay questions, but when y'all get those crazy, almost negative, probing questions from folks, just remember this in your head. You know how the little cloud pops above your head like in a cartoon? They don't have to see what you're thinking. Just say, okay, they warned me about you. You're broke. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So don't let them discourage you. Don't let them discourage you and scare you away with all these technical questions, and they don't know they're behind from their elbows, okay? I'm telling you. They hit you with these technical questions and all these hard questions because they're broke. And they can't afford a $319 device. Or they can't afford a family pack. And they're embarrassed. I was broke before and I wasn't embarrassed. I was just as happy when I was broke as when I made money. Because happiness is from inside. Money will never make me. I like money, make no mistake about it, but I was broke. We didn't know where our next meal was coming from as an adult, over 40, okay? Broke. And I was just as happy as a jaybird. I'm walking around whistling Dixie. People are like, my wife like, why are you so happy? Why not? So what, we broke? We won't be broke for long. You know, it is what it is. So you're going to get some people. I'm just warning you. I'm trying to make life a little bit easier for you. Don't be consumed with those people ask you all them little silly ass questions. They don't make any sense. They just don't have any money. And I helped somebody out today. Because some of you think it's you. You think it's your approach. You think it's what you're saying. No, it's not you anyway. It's the 2-minute commercial. It shouldn't be you. If your mouth is moving, you should be telling people to watch the 2-minute commercial. Actually, your fingers texting. Or some people you're going to call. Tell them to watch the 2-minute commercial. Get them on the webinar. 2-minute commercial, get them on the webinar. I don't explain diddly. Nothing. Zippo. Ain't doing it. Don't ask. Don't know what you're talking about. You guys get this? I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. And so, let me just scroll through this real quick and say good morning to some folks. Hey, Miss Donnelly, how you doing? What's going on, dear? Hey, Miss Doris Mine, I'm excited for y'all. Know we got our launch call tomorrow. Hey, Miss Myra Burrows, what's going on? What's going on, Rowdy? How you doing? What's going on, Melanie? How you doing? Elder Ransom, what's going on, sir? Great morning, Rabu. Thank you for your help with my guy. Really appreciate you, Jeremy. No problem at all, man. Hey, Elizabeth, how you doing? Jarrell, what's going on, man? Shameen, how you doing? Hey, Sue, what's going on? Hey, Kelly. Pierre Doxall, the original pace setter. What's going on, Lawrence? What's going on, Dow? Hey, Marcy, what's going on? Good morning. What's going on, Marcus? Diane, how you doing? Shamar, what's the deal, bro? Good morning. Hey, William, what's going on, man? Congratulations on that baby, man. Congratulations to you and the wife. Very excited for y'all. First child. Good deal. Hey, Debbie. Such an important topic. I signed up before my sponsor had his device. Exactly, Debbie. You signed up before your sponsor had their device. Exactly, guys. This is technology, ladies and gentlemen. We can do this through the internet without, you can go diamond without, well, some of you ordered your devices in January and the company told you that they wouldn't be mailed out until March. They didn't say, and y'all got to be careful with this, okay? I don't over promise anything. When my people bought a device from me, they said, well, when are we going to get the device? I said, look, the company said they're going to, that's what I said to them. Because I had to say it to some of y'all. If I had $10 for every person on the team that inboxed me, well, when's the company going to, and it's not a wrong question. I'm not belittling this. The people are saying, well, when's the company going to mail the device? This is what I say. I said, they said March. To me, it could be March 25th. It could be the last day of March. They said they were going to mail them in March. So that means chances are we're going to get them in April. Cool? And I just listen for them. And they're like, okay, cool. Great. Tell your team that. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? We don't have to overpromise here. Actually, I underpromise so the company can overdeliver. Let me see. Myra said, yep. Debbie said, excellent. Thank you. Mark said, nope. It's leverage and being an independent. That's right. Make leaders. You're right, Myra. What's going on, Terry? Hey, Holly, how you doing? Shamar Facts, thanks, bro. Marcus, I reach out for feedback and leadership questions. Yes, you do, Marcus. Do what leaders do, and leaders make other leaders. Thanks for your leadership. Marcus doesn't call me. In the beginning, Marcus asked me like 1 or 2. It was funny. People were hitting Marcus with all these crazy questions. Marcus like, how do I handle this? You know how to handle it. They just ask you those questions because they broke. Now they don't ask them questions anymore because his posture is strong. You got to have good posture. Listen, y'all. Okay, here's the best way of saying it. Some of you may not have big brothers or big cousins. Okay, you ever been somewhere and somebody's bothering you as a kid, and you know your cousin coming to stay over your house this weekend, so you got all your cousins with you. You're not going out there to fight, but you know if somebody bothers you, you got your big cousins. You know who our big cousins is? They're called Toshiba. You guys get it? When people ask me little silly questions, this is what I said. Listen, I'm like, listen. Toshiba's a $50 billion company. $50 billion. They've elected to work with our company, to collaborate with our company. They're a $50 billion company. I think they did their due diligence before they worked with a 5-year-old company. And I know you may have questions, but I am sure Toshiba's research department is a little bit bigger than yours. So what are the questions you like to ask? Okay, and I'll do my best to field them. But it's pretty much not anything else. So make people feel comfortable. Do your best to answer their questions, but don't go into depth. There's nothing to go on. And they start going off these tangents, asking these little silly questions. Here's my answer. Toshiba. But what about the rays and the radiation and the Toshiba? I'm telling y'all. I'm being honest with y'all. I spend so less time on answering questions. They're like, you don't know anything. Right, I don't. Yep, I don't. Rolling on $60,000 this month. Nope, I don't know much. Use the tools that we have in place, ladies and gentlemen. That's why Jeff GMO does a great webinar. Jeremy does a great webinar. I do my best to do a good webinar. You know, Chris Oliver does a great webinar. We just had EJ and Allen do a great webinar. Get people on these webinars, y'all. So who else is out here? Shamar, brother's on fire. Yeah, I'm on fire this morning. Thanks, bro. Hey, Mary Cat, how you doing? Tony, what's going on? I love Rabu. I think so. I gotta love me too, man. Dear Lord, I needed that. Yeah, man, sometimes we need that. I just said, let me get the team a word this morning. Hey, Samantha, how you doing? Hey, Autumn, you're very welcome. Very welcome. No problem. What's going on, Terry? Miss Hamilton, how you doing, man? Running on the treadmill, getting the best advice. There we go, Diane. How you doing, Diane? Samantha, we're excited to be pre-launched in the Philippines. You better believe it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, so let me explain. So if you have brand new people, tell your brand new person. Again, this is real simple logic. People are saying, well, is everybody doing this? I said, don't worry about everybody. Don't worry about everybody. You know, when you was a kid, your parents told you, I don't want to hear about everybody. All y'all parents said that. Well, mom and dad, everybody, who the hell is everybody? Everybody don't live in my house. I don't want to hear about everybody. Okay? So when your team members, you know, everybody, no, everybody. What you do, send out the text message. If they're intrigued, get them on the webinar. The webinar will answer 99.9% of their questions. You know what you need to answer? They're going to ask you, what's your link? How do I get to my device? How do I get started for free? Remember, guys, this is a great invitation. Some of you are going to have some free members that will never buy, and the company's just going to remove their spot. That's all good. This thing is easy, y'all. This thing is easy. And I want this to be in your mind. I want you to remember. I want this to be stamped in your mind. This thing's not that hard. But you need to go out also. Here's a tip for you. Make Facebook videos. Trust me. Especially if you're not the type of person to make Facebook videos. If you're like, oh, no, that's not my style. It wasn't my style either. I didn't make my first Facebook video until I joined World Global Network. I'm being honest with you. I had uploaded some videos before, but I didn't do my first Facebook Live until I joined World Global Network. I was down in Miami at the largest rooftop pool in the entire United States, at the W. They broke records. They were almost the largest in the world till this one in China built. So I'm on the rooftop, loving Miami. Reception was bad. It's my first live video. So I'm doing my live video, talking about being in Miami, looking at this new company. People are like, what company are you talking about? People nosy. It's okay. Some of y'all nosy because every once in a while I'm nosy too. Okay, it's entertainment. People nosy. It's okay to be nosy every once in a while. Every once in a while. You don't get in other people's business. But it's good to be nosy to see what's going around, okay? Going on around you. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you know, when you're putting these videos in place, people, trust me, they are watching. You know how I know they're watching? I got friends who never like the videos, who never say anything. But I get on the phone and get in a conversation with them. They bring up something I said on the video. They're always watching, y'all. They're always watching. Don't think for 1 minute, because they're not liking your video, when that thing pops up in their corner, such and such is on live, they're watching. If they're not doing anything else. So step out of your comfort zone. Here's the comfort zone part here. The comfort zone is you can send a text. Tick, 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 tick. Send out a text. That's comfort zone. A lot of y'all passive aggressive. People call y'all wanting to get into discussion. You mad sending texts anyway. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to talk to them. Let me just send text. Tick, tick, tick. So good. Send your text. Send your text button. And I don't mean to offend anybody, but some of y'all know what I'm talking about. But send the text, okay? Send your 2-minute commercial. Let them look at your 2-minute commercial. If you have your own customized site, you know that they went to it. But let them look at your 2-minute commercial. Then follow up. Get them on a webinar. Let the webinar do the talking. And remember, they got any little crazy questions. They broke. Leave them broke folk alone. No resistance. No resistance. And so I know we didn't have a training schedule for today. Okay. I know we didn't have a training schedule for today, but I want to give a little training today because I get calls from time to time, and I will never say anybody's name. Y'all know me. I would never put you on Front Street ever. Ever. I would never, ever embarrass a team member because it's not even cool. It's not even worth it. It's not worth it to me. It is not right to embarrass anybody. And when you reach out to leadership, what leadership should do, they should consume your question and find a way to answer your question, but never put you on Front Street. And I will never do that. Okay? So when you guys are reaching out and asking me questions, they're not dumb questions. All right? They're not dumb questions. But if those questions can be answered, I'm just going to direct you to Team World Changers. I'm going to direct you to customer service. I've been talking to the managers at customer service. I haven't been calling because I need customer service, but I've been talking to the managers of customer service because some of you inbox me. I called customer service. I left a message. They didn't get back to me. No problem. So I called customer service. Okay? If I could screenshot you, I spoke to the manager, the top person. Top person. She said, Rabu, we will do a great job because we have jobs now. Y'all got that? She said, well, I want y'all to hear what she just said. She said, we will do a great job because we have jobs now. Think about it. Those people work for customer service. They weren't working for somebody else prior to them working in customer service. And just like you who have jobs, you want to keep your job. I want you to understand something. Customer service here gets paid a whole bunch of money. Why? Because the company's making a whole bunch of money. They get paid above and beyond what average people get paid. It is what it is. Our company's not penny pinching. They're not paying the minimum wage. They're paying them well above minimum wage. They're making good bank. Okay? And so they want to keep their job. So it's their job to get back to you. You guys got it? Just think about it. This company throwing around money like they're trying to make it rain somewhere in an adult nightclub. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of you do, some of you don't. But the bottom line is they just throwing money out there. They're throwing money to you. Go get it. And spend 98% of your time getting people to look at the video, get them on the webinar. Look at the video, get them on the webinar. And I promise, guys, we will do the best webinars in our power. Because we know when you get people in those webinars, it's our job to close them. Let us close them. That's what we do. They call us the closers. Let us close them for you. You know, we talk amongst each other's presidents. We know the deal. Some of y'all only got one shot. You might get your best prospect on that webinar. We're going to give you blood, sweat, and tears. So when that prospect gets off that webinar, that prospect's calling you saying, look, Michelle, are you in this thing? Because if you're not in, I'm in. That's our job. You don't got to go selling people, guys. The webinar is there for you. And just so you know, and it's almost done, we're going to have webinars down there around the clock. So your people in different time zones, they'll be fine. And so let me say some goodbyes before I jump out of here. Nadia said fuel for the week, right? Tina said, always good to see you on these Speak Logics. Thank you, Tina. Corey, what's going on, man? Tanya said, Rabu is the preacher for WGN. No, I'm not a preacher. Tina said, I'm not. Oh, Tina, you're much prettier than Rabu, trust me. Thank you. Tony laughed. Okay. I remember the video when you got started. Yeah, Shamar. Man, hey, it's real talk. We use third party throughout the process, 2-minute video webinar on worldchangers.com. I love it. All right, y'all. I got a couple of things to do. My good friends are coming over today. Now, even though we have a cleaning service, you know, my wife was like, you clean up the house? Yeah, I'm cleaning up the house anyway. You know, it is what it is. So on Saturday mornings, where I grew up, all we did was clean up. Hey, I'm going to go show you something. Y'all want to see something? My daughter's here with her best friend. We just bought to my Xbox yesterday, right? They've been wanting the Xbox for the longest. So we went and bought to my Xbox. Watch this. They're going to be embarrassed. Y'all on Facebook Live. They're having a good time. Oh my God! You know, I think we spoiled them from time to time. Y'all see that big old darn 10-foot darn TV they doing Xbox on? It's just cool. It's just a blessing to be a blessing, you know. We spoil our kids. We spoil the kids in the neighborhood. It is what it is. And we spoil them, but you know we discipline them. Y'all know that. We don't just, but they're not spoiled rotten because they don't get anything unless they work for it. Period. Okay. Daddy ain't buying nothing. I need to see good grades. I need to see the house cleaned up. I need to make sure that you're mannerable and you're respectful. Okay. No attitude at all. Any attitude, you owe me money. Y'all should see my house. I'm rich sometimes. When I see the attitude, I'm not yelling at them. I just take the phone and take their money. That's it. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. That's just how I look at them. Give me the phone. Come here. Yep. Give me the phone. Take the phone for a week. Oh, they don't have any phone for a week? Up. Go open your piggy bank. You got attitude? Give me money. You don't make any money here. Give me the money. That's what it is. Okay. I'm a loving father, but I'm also a disciplinarian. They have all the fun in the world. You don't have to work. All you got to do in my house is be respectful to your elders around you, starting with your elders in this house. Be respectful to your siblings. Get good grades in school. Okay? And clean up from time to time. And if you're in sports, take it seriously. That's it. Other than that, I don't bother them. They can just do whatever the heck they want to do. Okay? It is what it is. All right? But if they follow those little tiny things, we make it very easy and very simple for them in this house. And I know they're teenagers. They're going through puberty and all that other stuff. I get it. I was there once before. All right? But act like you got some sense. Or you will have nothing. You have no phone and no money. Those are my rules in my house. But hey, let me get out of here. I see Richard joined us. Hey, Richard, I'll get that email over to you today. Just so you know. Who else is out there? Marcy, cool. I'm glad I was able to get that information to you. Who else? Hassan, what's the deal, bro? Game time. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it, man. A lot of work, man. A lot of work. All right, cool. That's called balance. You're right, Marcy. Balance is right. Word to live by. Thank you, Miss Hamilton. I appreciate that. All right, y'all, I'm about to jump off. Tag your team in this video because hopefully I said some things that made some sense that might resonate with you guys. Keep this thing simple. 98% of your time should be consumed with getting people to look at the commercial, get them on the webinar. Focus your energies, your follow-up. You're talking to people to get them to look at the video, get them on the webinar. Look at the video, get them on the webinar. You don't got to convince. You don't got to sell. You don't got to answer any questions. Okay? And don't bother your upline with silly questions. Go to teamworldchangers.com first. You know, Chad and Tita has a frequently asked question thing on their website first. I'm just telling you guys, use your uplines to help you recruit because that will put money in your pocket. Okay? All right, y'all, I'm getting out of here. Love y'all a whole bunch. Y'all know that I got to cut my hair today. My daughter's going to a father-daughter dance. Look at that. Y'all know why I keep my hair bald? I'm getting gray like Obama. Oh, my God. When I started network marketing, I had a full head of black hair. Now my little gray friends, they just won't stop. My daughter's like, your head ashy. No, it ain't ashy. That's gray. So, you know, I got to keep it bald. Got to hide the age. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.